So if any of you watched my video for the EnviroCloth yesterday and how the microfiber works, I have my EnviroCloth again, which is one of my favorite items and something I probably use everywhere around the house. And to just kind of show you how well it works with our window cloth, I have a stick of butter. I'm sure you can see butter here. And a big mirror. So I am going to take this butter and rub it all over the mirror. So obviously butter is not something that's super easy to get out, as well as, anything that kind of gets stuck to your window. But all I'm going to do is take a wet EnviroCloth with just water on it. And this is the same cloth that I used for the chicken yesterday. I'm just going to wipe the mirror off. I'm going to take my window cloth and wipe it off too. And as you can see, it is clean. There is no butter in there at all. When I first got this window cloth, I used it on every single window in my house and my mirrors, and it probably took me 5 to 10 minutes to clean all the windows. And it's really good for shining silver. It's really good for shining like porcelain. Don't use this though on your phone screen or your computer screen because it will scratch them, since there is some part of the material that is more coarse to get more stuff off of your window. So the window cloth, again, one of my favorites. Other favorites that I use around the house kind of everywhere is my dusting mitt. So this works on picking up tons of dust, and what I've loved about this mitt is it doesn't allow a lot of dust to fly kind of everywhere and then resettle. It traps it in the brush or in the glove and really kind of gets everything. And I can use this on some pretty dusty places and it will take all the dust off, surprisingly. And when it gets full, I either just vacuum it or I use a rubber brush that we have to just kind of brush the dust out of it into the garbage. And then I rinse it out with hot water and I put it back. For the kitchen, a couple of the products that I really like most is our EnviroCloth, of course, but me and my husband also use cast iron. One thing we've really liked, since you can't scrub a cast iron pan, you want to keep the seasoning on it, is this netted dishcloth. It's kept from getting stinky even when we're washing heavy duty pans with it with a lot of grease on it, and it doesn't retain a lot of the grease, and it takes it's pretty scrubby, so it takes a lot of the dirt and grime off of the pan, and then the grease washes out very easily. I love the fruit cloth. That's another one of my kitchen favorites. What it is good for is a lot of the fruit and produce that you buy at the grocery store is covered in a wax to keep it preserved, but that wax isn't something that you should be eating. And this will scrub all of the wax off of it and clean it. So if you take it with a carrot, a lot of times carrots have that wax, and I'll scrub it. And even if you scrub it long enough, you can actually get all of the skin off the carrot. You could scrub all the skin off a potato too if you scrubbed hard enough. But this has been great for just cleaning up my produce and making sure that I'm not eating stuff on it that shouldn't be on it. It is also good for helping take some of the pesticides that a lot of our fruits and vegetables are sprayed with off. My favorite thing that I have gotten is the mop system. So these are two of our mop pads, still the same microfiber as the previous pads, or as and the different cloths. And all you do is use hot water. I have really liked these for my floors, and they've actually gotten them a lot shinier than my Swiffer. My Swiffer would clean the floors, but it would leave a residue, a chemical residue that your feet absorbs, and then it would collect dust, and so my floors would look dirty very quickly. And since I've used this with just water, I've noticed my floors stay cleaner a little bit longer, and I've noticed less respiratory issues that I have had after I use my Swiffer. So the mop system comes with this handle. It's got a little ball on it so that you can like buffer out spots that are hard, and the whole thing is adjustable. And this top can lock so that it's not swiveling in a whole bunch of circles to clean the walls. So I've used this to clean the walls. I've used this to clean the floor. These pads are a little long, so what I'll do is I'll put one side over a little bit on the mop so that I can clean the baseboards. That way the side just folds up and takes care of that on its own. So another one of my huge favorites. It's definitely been a lifesaver, and it's saved a lot of money. The mop is about $112, but the amount of money my husband and I were spending on the Wet Jet, we had to buy the Wet Jet normal stuff. I have some of it here so that I can kind of show them. So we bought this, and we had to buy this for our Swiffer, and we bought that about once or twice a month. And then on top of that, we were having to buy these Swiffer pads, which are $5.90 or $5 a box, and we were buying those. There's like 6 in there, so we were buying those once or twice a month. So in a year, we were easily spending $100 on mopping supplies for the Swiffer. So it saved us a ton. We talked a little bit about the laundry room. One thing I do want to say as well is dryer sheets are one of the worst offenders for chemicals that are related to respiratory issues and other health issues. Part of the reason is that we have them sit on our skin. And so, like I said earlier, a film sits on top of your clothing when you use this, and then that absorbs into your skin all day. Same as the laundry detergent. This is our old stuff we used to use. It's got a green dot, and anything I had on there with a green dot was related to research related to certain types of cancers and health issues. What I use instead are our dryer balls. So these are all natural wool balls. They have no smell, so if you have hunters, using these with the detergent gets rid of and kills smells. My husband's a hunter, and so he can use this instead of having to buy extra things in order to clean his stuff. However, if you like the smells, what I do is I put a little bit of essential oil on the balls and throw them in the dryer. That way they'll keep that smell. This is a natural 100% pure essential oil. And there's also essential oils that you can get from Norwex. I think we have 3 different types. One last thing I wanted to let you guys know about my favorite products is the sports enzymes. Again, I'm really big on things smelling good or not smelling at all. And my husband's really big on bacon. So we like to spray the curtains, spray the carpet with this after we make bacon, and it's a smell killer. It's also something you can use if your husband or significant other is a hunter and needs to use a scent killer in order to go hunting. So those are a few of my favorite products. Let me know if you have questions on any more products or any questions about what I've shown you, and I'd be happy to answer them in the next video. Tomorrow's video will be all about answering questions, giving you guys a little bit more information on how to throw a party if that's something you're interested in, or if you're interested in joining the Norwex team. So thank you guys for listening again. And hopefully we'll check in with you tomorrow. Thanks.